In this segment of college algebra with ALEKS, we will be looking at the domain of a rational function. And so they give us a function g here as defined below, and what they want us to do is to find all values of x that are not in the domain of g. So what we need to do then is to go over here and take a quick look at our notes. Now what we need to do here is to concentrate basically here on the idea that we have one major rule in all of arithmetic and algebra. In arithmetic, you may not divide by 0, and consequently, you may not have 0 on the bottom of a fraction. So anything down here that's going to make this 0 is a definite no-no. Okay, and we can't allow that to happen because once again that'll make the function undefined at that point. So what we do then for an attack strategy is go right after those things that will make it 0, and then we'll simply throw those out of the domain and not allow them to be in there. So my strategy here is to grab this denominator, x squared minus 9, and immediately set that equal to 0, and let's solve that. As soon as we find out the values that will make this denominator 0, we will disallow them from the domain, and our problem will be solved. So let's go in there and take a look at this. When I look at this, the first thing I see is, hey, that's a difference of squares. This is a quadratic equation, so I can solve quickly by factoring. What I can do is factor this as x minus 3, x plus 3, and as you recall, then I can split this down the middle into two separate little problems. X minus 3 equals 0, x plus 3 equals 0, which I can quickly solve to give us x equals 3 and x equals negative 3. So let's go back and recap. Now, if x is equal to 3 or negative 3, we plug those numbers back up in here. That's going to give us a 0 on the bottom. Those are the values that are going to make the function undefined. So these are the numbers here that must be excluded from the domain. So let's go over now and see what ALEKS wants from this. And they say, find all the values of x that are not in the domain and separate them with commas. So it's like, okay, that's got to be 3 and negative 3. Let's check that. And we are good to go.